Okay, let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like money just disappears? Like, you wake up on payday, your account looks amazing for about 48 hours, and then, poof, it's like your paycheck ghosted you. By Monday, you're staring at your bank app thinking, wait, didn't I just get paid? That was me for years. I thought the solution was obvious, just make more money. Work harder, pick up extra shifts, climb the career ladder. But here's the crazy part. The more I made, the more I spent. I was still stressed, still broke, and still ending the month eating cheap ramen like a broke college kid. Then something clicked. I stopped treating money like this mysterious thing I couldn't control, and I started following 5 simple rules. And honestly, these 5 rules changed everything for me. They're not boring textbook tips, they're real-life moves you can start using today. And trust me, rule number 5, that one literally saved me from flushing 6 grand down the toilet on a stupid decision. So stick around for that. But before we dive into rule number 1, if you care about getting better with money, hit that subscribe button right now. I post videos like this all the time, and I don't want you to miss the one tip that could save you thousands. Rule number 1, pay yourself first. Most people do money backwards. You get paid, you pay rent, groceries, bills, maybe have a little fun, and then you check if there's anything left to save. Spoiler alert, there's never anything left. So I flipped the script. The moment my paycheck hit, I treated my savings like a bill I couldn't skip. Boom, money straight to me before anyone else. Even if it was just $50, I made it automatic. When I was single, I set up a transfer. 10% of my paycheck every time, no exceptions. Didn't matter if I was making $100 or $1,000. It went straight into savings before I touched a dollar. And it works for families too. My cousin and his wife? They move $300 into savings every payday before they even touch daycare, groceries, or Netflix. It feels weird at first, but it forces you to live on what's left, and that's how you start stacking money without even realizing it. And here's the thing, paying yourself first makes you realize how much you really can live on. Which leads me to rule number 2, the one that completely changed how I think about spending. Rule number 2, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. This one punched me in the face. I was drooling over a $1,200 laptop. Guess what I had in my bank account? About $1,200. Here's the rule. If you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it once. So instead of blowing all my money, I waited. Saved up $2,400. Then I bought the laptop. And the best part? I didn't feel broke after because I still had cash left. A friend of mine does this with vacations. If a Disney trip costs $4 grand, they don't even book it until they've got $8 grand. If not, they make s'mores in the backyard and call it a staycation. This rule teaches patience. It keeps you out of credit card debt. And honestly, when you finally buy something after waiting and saving, it feels 10 times better. But here's the trap a lot of people fall into. They jump into investing before they've built a safety net. And that mistake cost me big time. Which brings us to rule number 3. Rule number 3. Build a buffer before you invest. Social media will scream at you, invest now, don't waste time. And look, investing early is smart. But here's the truth. If you don't have an emergency cushion, one little disaster can blow up your entire plan. I learned this the hard way. I had $2 grand in stocks and exactly $0 in savings. Then my car battery died. I had to sell investments at a loss just to fix it. Worst feeling ever. Now, I keep at least 3 months of expenses in cash before I touch investments. That safety net changes everything. My neighbors keep about $9 grand set aside. When their kid needed emergency surgery, they didn't sell a single share. That's the power of a buffer. It's like a money seatbelt. It doesn't stop the crash, but it keeps you safe enough to recover. And once you've got that buffer, that's when you can move to the next step, which is about making money moves on autopilot, literally. Rule number 4, automate everything. Here's the thing. Willpower is terrible at managing money. You can promise yourself you'll save, but the second you see a sneaker sale, boom, there goes your savings. So I stopped trusting myself. I automated everything. My bills? Autopay. My savings? Auto transfer. My credit card? At least the minimum goes out automatically so I never get hit with dumb late fees. I set my Roth IRA to pull $200 every single month without me even thinking about it. My buddy does the same thing for his kids' college fund, $150 a month into a 529 plan. No reminders. No excuses. When you automate, you don't have to be disciplined. You just set the system, and the system works even when you don't. And honestly, automation saves you from yourself. Which brings me to the final rule, the one that saved me from making one of the dumbest money moves of my life. Rule number 5, never make big money decisions when you're emotional. All right, this one is my lifesaver. I almost made a $6,000 mistake after a breakup. I was 2 clicks away from buying a used BMW because apparently, heartbreak plus horsepower equals happiness, right? Yeah, not so much. Luckily, I forced myself to follow this rule. Wait 72 hours before making any big financial decision. By day 3, I didn't even want the BMW, I just wanted tacos. This isn't just for cars. A couple I know almost cashed out their 401k during a market dip. They gave it a week, cooled off, and avoided a massive tax bill. Emotions and money don't mix. Give yourself time. Sleep on it. Talk to a friend who will roast you if you're about to do something dumb. That pause can save you thousands. All right, quick recap, but I'm not just going to list them off. I want you to actually remember these. First, pay yourself first. Don't wait for leftovers because there won't be any. Second, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. That one rule alone has saved me from going broke on impulse buys. Third, build a buffer before you invest. Because if you don't have cash ready for emergencies, your whole plan can fall apart. Fourth, automate everything. Because willpower is unreliable, but systems don't forget. And finally, never make money decisions when you're emotional. That pause might be the difference between tacos and a lifetime of regret. Those 5 rules completely changed how I handle money. And the best part? They'll work for you no matter how much you earn. So let me know, out of these 5, which one hit you the hardest? Or do you already have a money rule that you swear by? Drop it in the comments, I actually read them. And hey, if this helped, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share this with a friend who's always broke, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because here's the truth. Money isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about building a life you don't need a vacation from. And trust me, it's possible.